Excerpt from Chapter 1, The Family Corleone. This is Book 1. Give him a drink, Gatsby said. See if that helps. Jake was sprawled out with his torso propped up against the wall and his legs twisted under him. Tommy had pulled him out of his hotel room at 6 in the morning, and he still had on the black and white striped silk pajamas he had worn to bed the night before. Only now the two top buttons had been ripped away to reveal the muscular chest of a man in his 30s, about half Gatsby's age. As Tommy knelt to Jake and lifted him slightly, positioning his head so that he could pour scotch down his throat, Gatsby watched with interest and waited to see if the liquor would help. He had sent Tommy down to the car for the scotch after Jake had passed out. The kid coughed, sending a spattering of blood down his chest. He squinted through swollen eyes and said something that would have been impossible to make out had he not been saying the same 3 words over and over throughout the beating. "He's my father," he said, though it came out as "Imafed." "Yeah, we know." Tommy looked at Gatsby. "You got to give it to him," he said. "The kid's loyal." Gatsby knelt beside Tomasino. "Jake," he said. "Giacomo. I'll find him anyway." He pulled a handkerchief from his pocket and used it to keep his hands from getting bloody as he turned the kid's face to look at him. "Your old man," he said. "Rosario's day has come. There's nothing you can do. Rosario, his day is over. You understand me, Jake?" "Si," Giacomo said, the single syllable coming out clearly. "Good," Gatsby said. "Where is he? Where's the son of a bitch hiding?" Giacomo tried to move his right arm, which was broken, and groaned at the pain. Tommy yelled, "Tell us where he is, Jake. What the hell's wrong with you?" Giacomo tried to open his eyes as if trying to see who was yelling at him. "Imafed," he said. "Che caso." Probably Italian here. Gatsby threw up his hands. He watched Jake and listened to his strained breathing. The shouts of children playing came up loud from the street and then faded. He looked at Tomasino before he exited the apartment. In the hall, he waited at the door until he heard the muffled report of a silencer, a sound like a hammer striking wood. When Tommy joined him, Gatsby said, "Are you sure you finished him?" He put on his hat and fixed it the way he liked, with the brim down. "What do you think, Joe?" Tommy asked. "I don't know what I'm doing." When Gatsby didn't answer, he rolled his eyes. The top of his head's gone. His brain's all over the floor. At the stairwell atop the single flight of steps down to the street, Gatsby stopped and said, "He wouldn't betray his father. You gotta respect him for that." "He was tough," Tommy said. "I still think you should have let me work on his teeth. I'm telling you, ain't nobody won't walk after a little blap." Gatsby shrugged, admitting Tommy might have been right. "There's still the other son," he said. Were we making any progress on that?" "Not yet," Tommy said. "Could be he's hiding out with Rosario." Gatsby considered Rosario's other son for a heartbeat before his thoughts faded back to Jake Lacanti and how the kid couldn't be beaten into betraying his father. "You know what?" he said to Tomasino. "Call the mother and tell her where to find him." He paused, thinking, and added, "They'll get a good undertaker. They'll fix him up nice. They can have a big funeral." Tommy said, "I don't know about fixing him up, Joe." "What's the name of the undertaker who did such a good job on O'Banion?" Gatsby asked. "Yeah, I know what you mean." "Get him," Gatsby said, and he tapped Tommy on the chest. "I'll take care of it myself, out of my own pocket. The family don't have to know. Tell him to offer them his services for free. He's a friend of Jake's and so on. We can do that, right?" "Sure," Tommy said. "That's good of you, Joe." He patted Gatsby's arm. "All right," Gatsby said, "so that's that." And he started down the stairs, taking 2 steps at a time, like a kid.